got started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, USC.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A first down for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It's caught, and they pick up just a few on that completion. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans. And you're right, we could go on and on and on. And it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Catch inside the 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Gonna look downfield again. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Handoff to the single running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Touch pass on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, USC! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Curry. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Trojans. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flips it out to the back. Turning it on!
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him, he's got a rhythm going, he's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finds his man down the middle. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Give to the running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Third and less than a yard. Ball right at the 20. He'll keep it himself. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Now from inside the red zone. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Looking for the score. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Going right to work up top. Right on the money.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Calls his own number. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They want to get this defense on its heels. To the air on first down. The quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw again. Complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Slithers into space. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Stepping to the right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's O'Neal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Under fire. Snags it down the right side. Open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Akbar. At the 35, he's open. He's loose. He's at the 30. He's at slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. creates a little room. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down and once more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Caught on the outside. It's Akbar.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes the grab. It's Vincent. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That's a fumble on the play. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession and you're coming off the field.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking for space. It's Landry. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, USC.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man. Everybody on an island. Everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a man on the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call.
There he goes. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Swings it out to his running back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Benson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Benson. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
Catch in the middle, it's Akbar. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th and goal.
He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
They'll take over.
This guy has to go play the lottery. He is the luckiest D lineman in college football. You're lucky if you ever get one interception. He did that last week. He just got his second interception on the season in this game. When the game's over, drive to the gas station, buy a lottery ticket, and play, because you're going to be rich.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give as they work on that clock. Runs through the tackle. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's got him in the flat. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, USC! And the route is on. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Vincent. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit. Turning it on! Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him.
Open space in the middle. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Aaron! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, it's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Extending the play. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue even though he got outside the pocket.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion. Cut this thing to 8 so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late game heroics.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw. He's into the end zone, and we've got a one-possession game in the fourth quarter. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Landry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. take it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
The Trojans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They kick it away on 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Yep. Time to take a shot. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Taking it the other way. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line.